Hey, what's up guys, Sumo11 here. Welcome to my discussion on the Alabasta arc of One Piece. I am way behind on this show, and I haven't really put much effort into watching it. I believe the last video I did on One Piece, like discussing what I was watching, was probably 2 years ago, possibly. Or maybe, nah, it definitely wasn't last year. I'm pretty sure I didn't watch that much One Piece last year, so probably 2 years ago. And I met someone who said they watched all of One Piece. It was either in their first semester of college or their first year of college. And that's just a lot of anime. I mean, if you watch One Piece has around 700 something episodes at this point. Um, you can watch One Piece in about 3 months if you watch it every day for 5 hours. That's kind of like the schedule thing I sort of made, but I didn't really keep up with it. I was watching 5 hours of One Piece when I kind of first started out. I was watching some episodes and I was like, oh, I kept watching. I was watching more and more. I was like, okay, 5 hours is about my limit, you know. My legs are starting to, I had to get up a few times. Sometimes my legs start feeling weird because you're just laying down for that long. But 5 hours is a good, steady pace, I guess, for watching One Piece. Because sometimes it's better to watch multiple episodes rather than one episode and everything. But yeah, Alabasta. I found this arc hard to hate. I mean, it was very long. It was a very long arc, but the story that came with it was good. And I guess that's kind of a thing for One Piece overall. You know, it has this really long arc, and you might complain about like the length of the arc, but the story that's presented to you is good. And I'd love to ask the author, you know, Ichiro Oda, I'd love to ask him about the length of the story. Like one day, like why is it so long? I just think it's just too long, like these arcs and everything. But that's just my personal opinion. And some episodes really aren't that interesting either. They spent 3 episodes in a jail. 3 episodes wasted in a jail. But I'm just gonna be talking about like basic points from this arc. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen the arc. Some people have seen. I know the Insane Game Freak has seen One Piece twice, and I was like, what? That's too much. It's way too much. But if you, I'm sure some people are kind of like fresh on this, or maybe they've reread the manga or something like that. So we can discuss it. The Baroque Works fights, I didn't think they were that good. Um, I don't want to say this is a common complaint in One Piece, but like some of the fights are meh. I liked Luffy versus Captain Kuro, but that's kind of far back. What else is there? That's what I can think of right now. So yeah, the members of Baroque Works, I didn't think they were all that interesting, and they're pretty silly, which is common for One Piece. And in Usopp's fight, Usopp and Chopper, Usopp gets messed up immensely, but he's still alive. And I think One Piece just gets to a point where the jokes just need to go. Like, you're fighting, be serious. I know the crew isn't that strong yet, you know, that might come in later, but still, Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro are the only strong ones. And of course, the other member that was added within this arc, she seems pretty strong as well. But I don't know, I just didn't like how Usopp, he constantly got beat up and he got blown up. He got hit with like a baseball in the head and he didn't die. I just don't like the unrealistic aspects of the story, but I'll get into that later. I respect One Piece for the connections in its story, but at this point, the fights could be better. Like, I never really found the fights in the show to be that interesting. They're very dragged out, like the arcs. So you could start a fight in one episode, then switch to another person, and then the fighting ends up being a few episodes long or something like that. And I understand that I'm all over the place with this, but I guess Oda is actually exploring the world and making it unique. One Piece does have a world, you know, a unique world and everything, and I don't think you can say that about other series out there. I mean, Dragon Ball Z has a world, but most of it's unexplored. And I guess I like what he has created, but not how it's executed, if that makes any sense to you. Luffy gets to see his brother Ace, who quickly gets into the story and gets out of the story, not before giving Luffy a piece of paper that might be important. we have a fight between Mr. One and Zoro, and probably the best out of the Baroque Works fights, but still, I feel like I'm watching One Piece. When I'm watching One Piece, I feel like I want them. Wait, what? I want to hurry up and get to it. Oh, okay. So, sorry, I'm reading the script, but I feel like when I'm watching One Piece, I wanted to just hurry up and just get to it, just get to the fight, just finish it up, and I don't know, these fights just seem very extended. Like, I didn't like how Nami was running around for her fight, because, you know, Nami's not that strong at this point, so how can she defend herself? And it's like, oh, she has this weapon that Usopp made for her, but still, Nami almost got messed up in that fight, and I don't think she got assistance, no, but she probably needed it, yeah. She got cut in a few times. She got cut a few times. I think she got cut in her leg. Yeah, I think I remember that vividly. That she got like cut in the leg or the ankle, and she still got up. So like just like that unrealistic stuff. So like if you got cut in your ankle or your leg, you're probably not gonna be walking too well. She wasn't walking too well, but I think she was walking well after a while. So I don't know. And I really wanted Chopper and Usopp to just end their fight. I didn't really like that one that much. Sanji's fight was just kicking with another person that uses kicks. And Zoro's fight also shows a future plot element. And I really, really love the setups because, I mean, that's really good storytelling. Like, you had this idea, I'll put it into the story, but I won't actually tell you what it is. And then if you were to look back, you'd notice that it was always there within the story. For some reason, Zoro lifted up a building. I forgot exactly what happened. Maybe like it collapsed on him or it was thrown at him or something like that, but he lifted up a building. I didn't really like that. That's very unrealistic. I don't like the unrealistic stuff in One Piece. And I believe I've said that before. It's just like, why? Just why? Why are you picking up this building? Luffy's first fight with Crocodile. Well, he gets stabbed with the hook and it went all the way through. You really shouldn't be okay after that. And this is like the unrealistic stuff that I was talking about. They get fatal injuries and they're still able to fight. And another problem with another problem that I have with the series overall, which I've mentioned before, but like the script, this is where I put it in the script. It's too unrealistic. It's way too unrealistic. Even when people get hurt in other series, they go train or something. Luffy gets patched up and uses water to help him fight Crocodile a second time. And he would have died if he didn't know this trick because the water is like in the sky. Well, that's also in the script. I'm sorry, but yeah, he would have died if he didn't know this trick. And I don't really like when characters need something to help them in a fight. You know, there's an example of this from some anime, but I can't really think of it. But the water doesn't help him in the fight, really. Like, it doesn't help all the way because Crocodile pretty much kills Luffy again. This time, I believe he sucks all the water out of his body, and then Luffy, he just kind of like drops him down. But there was like a bubble of water that Luffy shot into the air, and that falls on him, and that ends up saving his life. So in the final fight, Luffy has to use his own blood to win the fight. And basically, if you get Crocodile wet or something, you can hit him, because other than that, you can't hit him. And it just seems weird that Luffy was able to beat one of the 7 warlords so early in the series. It took him 3 tries, but still. And in this arc, Luffy was kind of like, he seemed obsessed with defeating Crocodile. Like throughout the entire throughout this entire arc, he's just like, I'm gonna kick Crocodile's butt and all that. So you have that. And I really did like Crocodile. Like, I really like intelligent villains and everything. His plans are great. And I wanted to include some of that, but I can't find anything online. But he was just prepared properly for various situations, for various things coming up. He was very prepared. And he had like a large arsenal of attacks. So if like a certain threat were to come, he would have different ways of handling them, I would say. I don't like how Smoker is chasing Luffy, mainly because Smoker seems to be a good guy with smart judgment. Other than trying to attack Luffy when he sees him, Smoker's a pretty cool guy. Pell. So Pell got blown up by a bomb, and it's shown that he's alive at the end of the arc. And that was cool. You know, it was cool seeing Pell come back, but it's unrealistic. It makes no sense that he didn't die from the bomb, but people die in the series from other stuff. Like, you know, later on. There's not that many deaths in One Piece, but but someone does die later on. It's just like, why? Because I mean, a bomb is just as fatal as what happens later in One Piece. Um, Nico Robin. I love all the stuff that was said about Robin because it was teased over 100 episodes in advance, and that's in advance. That's really good planning. Because there's something with Robin later in One Piece. I hope there's no one like someone who's watching One Piece just like me, and they're looking at this, and I'm just kind of like giving out slight spoilers and everything. But I just liked how Robin was shown in this arc, and they talked about like how Robin's kind of mysterious, and there's certain things. I think she has a bounty and stuff like that. So that's important, and that's gonna come up later. And Oda just like he's really good at planning. Like he's the master of planning. He's probably one of the best anime manga writers as far as planning. And I don't really have anything else to say. Like, I wasn't really going into the stuff on the country itself, like the Civil War that Crocodile influenced. And hey, there's a plan that he did. Good, I've mentioned one, so I don't seem that clueless. And the thing is, I've complained about this show more than once, but the writing is so good that I can almost pass up all of those complaints. And for all the aspiring writers out there, I definitely say look at this for an example to help you with writing, help you with writer's block, see what Oda does, and try to do something similar, try to get some ideas from that. I mean, you'd have to look at the show as a whole, though, you know, watch the entire thing or read the entire thing, and then go online and see all the connections within the story. And I always wanted to tell a story, but 200 pages in a volume is a lot, and I think my story would end up being short. I don't know how Oda utilizes all those pages. He doesn't even know when One Piece is going to end. I think One Piece reached this halfway point with the time skip, and then there was something else about One Piece. Like he thought it was going to end within 5 years, because I've been watching a lot of fact videos on this really cool channel. Well, actually, a few cool channels and stuff. But if you want to know about that, just leave a comment. But he thought One Piece would end within 5 years, and it didn't, and he doesn't know how long it's going to keep going. One Piece is really long, but we're pretty much put into this world full of uniqueness and all these cool, you know, creative things that all these things that he's created, you know, unique animals, unique powers, and the devil fruit, and just like what he's done with pirates and all that stuff. And I've also heard that the anime has to drag certain things out, but I'm sure that's for the current arc, not the old stuff. And what's next for me? Well, there are a few filler episodes of One Piece that I have to watch, and then there's the Jaya arc, and the arc I never really liked, Skypiea. I think it's one of the longest arcs in the series. Well, not anymore. There's a longer arc, but this one's still very long. I think it's like 40 something episodes, and I was really uninterested in Skypiea, so hopefully I can blaze through it and get into the arcs that people seem to really like, you know, Water 7, and then well, Frankie's arc is Frankie's arc is after. Oh wait, no, the Foxy Pirates is after Skypiea, I believe, and then Frankie's arc, and then Water 7. And then I don't know what's after that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's after that. And yeah. I was dumb to not watch One Piece with Toonami. Like, they started on the Foxy Pirates arc, and even then I could have just been watching the New World stuff back in the day online. So I kind of messed up there, because I would have had less One Piece to watch. It would have helped. It would have definitely helped. Now I have loads of episodes to watch, and it didn't even have to be like this. And I just like watching things on TV more rather than my small DVD player. I prefer watching them on TV and my laptop or the computer. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I kind of rambled a little bit, and hopefully I don't take forever to keep watching One Piece. I would like to get caught up, read the chapters, and be really involved with the group like everyone else. And I think I have 2 collections left, so I don't know if I'll get into Skypiea. I might own some of Skypiea. I'm pretty sure I own the Jaya stuff. I own the filler stuff, so I might get a little bit into Skypiea, and then I'll have to buy some more. But I'm way behind, because I'm on collection 7, and they have 13 collections out at the moment. And my social media accounts are below. Follow me, guys. Let's be friends. I think that's the end of the script. Yeah, so peace.